Yeah, can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, good. So I'm inside a nuclear plant and working on some kind of scaffolding and protection. And so it's nice to be with you this morning. I just gave a post to the whole team, and so we're trying to do our best because it might be windy today, so we have to be done with what we're doing now with this kind of temporary protection. So I'm supervising the job and training the guys to do this.
Okay, so what are you working on? What's your specific task?
It's they are inside the nuclear plant. They are doing some kind of painting, some coating, and we need to make a protection around it. And that's a company that I've been working with for like maybe 15 years, 20 years. And they asked me to come and train the guys and supervise this small project. So that's why I'm here for 3 days and to do this stuff. Yeah. So it's very interesting about our topic because this environment, this industrial environment, is very aggressive. People are struggling. The environment is very difficult to handle because it's a lot about safety. There is the COVID-19 that is putting some more regulation and pressure on people. So like we need to wear a mask all day. We need to wash our hands all the time. And in the meantime, you have to deal with the very strong regulations of a nuclear plant, a nuclear environment. So it's something that is on top of the whole system. That's something like that you have to deal with, which is even more complex. So so people are quite nervous because it's like a lot to deal with. And the problem in this kind of environments is that you have to deal with so many things that it's a lot of pressure on people. They get mad at the system. They're fed up with the system, which is about pressure, performance, no emotions. It's just about doing the job and just shut up and move on, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And what does it do to you as a highly sensitive man?
Say it again?
What does that do to you as a highly sensitive man when you hear that there is no emotion and you have to perform?
So what I told them this morning is today is a special day. We have 3 days together, and I told them when I started, I know your environment. It looks like you're fed up with your own company. You're fed up with the whole thing, but let's have 3 special days. So I told them I'm going to show you, I'm going to train you, and in the meantime I will show you some stuff about human connection. How to breathe, how to be connected to your environment, even if it's hard and it's industrial. So I'm like playing with their senses and trying to get them understand that you can do both, like be in the system and in the meantime be connected. And it's not easy for them. And for me, it's about being aware of it's like being aware of how it goes today for these guys. They are just simple workers, and they are, I would say, totally disconnected from personal fulfillment in their job. They are just like doing their time, like 7 hours a day, and just like living to have their life. You know, it's
Yeah.
like a no lifetime, a not connected time during the day, and that then they can have a life.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's like it's very difficult for me to see this not improving. It's worse and worse every month.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been seeing for like I don't know, 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you know how
It's
that
getting
feels.
worse and worse for most countries. Yeah, like they don't understand what's the point. Like to not be organized, to have like people rushing, being behind schedule all the time, not being prepared. So you're like, you start working and then you stop. You start working and then you stop because there is one paper missing, because one guy forgot the special form that they need to have, because another guy doesn't have the right paper to put his harness on, because one guy just pops up and says, stop the job now. You don't know why. And because something is missing, or I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, like all the time.
Yeah. That's quite overwhelming, right?
It's when you do great things, you need to be in the flow.
Mm-hmm.
You create some kind of flow, any job that you do. And being in the flow is being connected with yourself, connected with your task, with your know-how, with the others around you. There's this kind of individual well-being and collective well-being. And when you're in an industrial environment, you can recreate it, you can make it, you know? And that's what I do. It takes me some time, but I create this kind of energy. But here, the way it goes, it's impossible, because you never get to this point. You never get to this kind of flow even for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible. Everything is like creating a no flow moment, you know? It's like you're stuck. So
Yeah.
that's the environment here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And it's not pleasant at all. I mean, I'm doing my job, I'm training the guys, but it's like I'm very sad. I'm very sad to see this, just because these guys, they don't have any choice, you know. They're doing their job for their living, and things are not improving. They are getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. So, Marc.
So I'm affected.
So when you go home after these 3 days, how do you set this aside from you? Because you observe this, and you know that these people could work in a different way. But how do you set this aside that you are not ruminating about it or overthinking it? How do you separate it?
Yeah, I have the experience of this kind of environment. I know how to deal with this. So it's like you can feel responsible for this. You can be affected. But what I do with this is just like I take some lessons. So I keep it in my mind, because both of my grandfathers were workers, simple workers. And I remember them saying and loving their job, because they were, okay, sometimes they had some manager in charge was not that fair, but more or less everybody was you know, pushing in the same way. You know, there was like some kind of collective meaning of what they were doing. They felt being useful. Today the system is different. I would say my mission is to learn from it, to be able to express the problems to their top headquarters, because I know the people in charge of the company. So it's a big company, but I know the people in charge at their head office. And my job is to be there, train them, and in the meantime, just bring them some kind of feedback from the ground, from the field. What happens? You know, what really happens. So every single day, I write an email with details of everything that went wrong, my feeling, how it goes, and so it's part of my job. My sensitivity is makes me sad for them, but on the other side, the whole system is like this. So I can't take it too much into account, because my job is to learn from it and impact these guys. I hope that the 3 days with me will impact them in their behavior. Maybe they will look at different things. They will see their connection with the others maybe in a slightly different way. So it's like an opening for them. And on my side, I have to get rid of it. You know, it's like something that exists. Being here reminds me that it's like this today. And it also helps me during my conference, my talks. And when I talk to these CEOs and these guys in charge, I can talk to them about what's real, what's not what they think it is, but how it is, you know? Because in their mind, as soon as the job is done and they can send the invoice and they get paid, it's all good, you know? They don't see all the shit that is in there, you know, all the shit that is happening every hour. They don't see it. They don't want to see it, you know? They stay away. So how I deal with this, it's having some experience back, giving some reports, and feeling it inside myself, to be able to tell it to the others, to tell it on stage, to just give the message and try to impact people.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you for the update this week. Thank you for the update. And
thank you, Susanne.
Yeah. Good luck with the team, and we'll check in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in the meantime, about the world record, I got a good news, because Antoine yesterday was on a speed run in the south of France. It was windy, so he broke the first world record, which is wind foiling. So it's a windsurf with a foil. So he could go on 1 nautical mile, which is about 2 kilometers, 1.85 kilometers. So he broke the world record with something like 29 knots, about 55 kilometers, 56 kilometers. So it's a good, very good news. And in the meantime, our pitch for the whole project is ready to contact our sponsors, our future sponsors and big companies. So the team is really active, moving well. So I'm very, very happy with this. And tomorrow I will be with Antoine on the west of France, on l'île de Ré, to learn wind foiling, because I need to learn this sport just to understand better what he can feel on his board. So that's the weekend, you know, escape after these 3 days here inside the nuclear plant.
Yeah.
So very
wonderful
environment.
Yeah. Well, great progress and congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
wonderful.
Thanks a lot, Susanne, and talk to you next week.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Talk to you. Bye, Susanne. Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day, everybody. Nice day. Bye.